Hello students, welcome to the online classes and this is your name Miss. So today's topic is a new lesson called friction from 8th class. Okay, so in our previous class, that is in our fourth lesson, we have already learnt about friction, right? What is friction? That is in force we have learned that a type of force, that is there are two types of forces, right? Contact force and field force, sorry. In that we have learned about the contact force. One of them type was friction, isn't it? I have explained you with an activity, friction with that eraser, sharpener, etc., isn't it? I hope you'll remember. If you don't remember, please go back to the first chapter and just see the video once again. So here we are going to learn about the first. We'll go with the introduction. What are the topics to be covered? Okay, what is friction, factors affecting friction, then increasing and decreasing friction, friction is necessary evil, fluid friction. So with these are the topics that we are going to cover in the friction lesson. So I hope you remember what is friction, right? Friction is nothing but the force which opposes the motion. The movement of the any body is opposed by another force, that is called as friction. Okay, so it's nothing but that is force which is opposing. Okay, force that opposes motion is nothing but friction. It's an enemy of the motion. Okay, friction is nothing but the enemy of the motion. Okay children, I hope it is clear now, right? Force that opposes the motion is called as friction. So what we are going to do, we are going to take a toy car here. Okay, we are going to take a toy car. If you want to move a toy car, what you have to do, you have to push it, you have to give a motion. If it would be a real car, you would just start it and you will move away, isn't it? You just need to keep a key and you just have to move away. But when you are using a toy car, you have to apply some force, and every time you apply force, there is another force which is stopping it. Okay, which will stop the toy car automatically, isn't it? Whenever you apply some force, every time there is another force which is stopping it. You are not stopping it, but it is itself getting stopped. How it is getting stopped? It is getting stopped by some force which is nothing but friction. Okay, you are not stopping, but it is getting stopped by itself. There is something, some force is there which is stopping this motion, isn't it? That force is nothing but friction. I hope this is clear, children. So that means this is clear, right? Once again I'll tell you, the force which is stopping the car is nothing but friction. Okay, the car, after traveling some distance, it is going to stop. It is going to stop on its own, and that is because of the friction. For this, I'll give you one more example. Whenever you go to a park, or in your school only, or wherever, some place, there you find a swing, isn't it? You find some swings. Whenever you sit on that swing, okay, and one of your friend, your brother, or who, someone will start pushing you. Okay, whenever they push, there they apply some force, isn't it? And after some time, it is going to stop. After few minutes, it is going to stop. How it is going to stop? Because of the some force which has been applied, that is called as friction. Okay, it is going to stop automatically due to some force that is called as friction. Okay, so I hope it is clear. We'll go with one more example. Suppose a sailor, okay, there is a boat which is moving on water, and a sailor is applying some force and it is moving it. Okay, if there is no sailor on the boat and the boat will not move, yes, sailor is must to move the boat. In order to move the boat, the sailor makes some external force to move the boat. He applies some external force, and if he stops sailing, then after some times the boat is going to slow down or stop. That is, this motion is going to stop. And how it is going to stop? Because of some friction which is being applied. Okay, because of some another force, that is friction. So in this lesson we are going to talk more and more about the friction. Okay, you're going to gain more and more knowledge about the friction. So I hope till here you all have understood what is friction, isn't it? If you want, I can give you one more example. That is, if you are we have learned about friction is a type of contact force, isn't it? Yes. Until and unless there is no contact between the two bodies, then there is no friction occurring. Okay, we are taking a ball and we are applying some motion on it. When we apply a force on it, then only the ball is going to move. When the ball is moving, then only we can see that there is a contact. Yes, there is a contact. Without contact, the ball is not going to move, and after some time the ball is going to stop because of the friction, isn't it? So here that means the contact force is very important. And if you rub your palm, you'll feel the warm in your hand. That is because of the friction. Okay, and when you walk, there also the friction force is applied. Okay, if there is no friction, then you are going to slip. If there is no friction, then you're going to slip. For example, if you are walking and suddenly a banana comes under your foot, that means you are going to slip. Why? Because your body is going to lose the friction force. Your body is going to lose the friction force, and the banana will make you slip because there is no friction between banana and the surface. Okay, there is no friction between the banana and the surface, and you're gonna fall down. Okay, so you are going to slip. So I hope you have understood that there is a opposite force of motion. Okay, there is some force which is opposing the motion. Whatever motion we are doing, that is opposing that motion. Okay, the force is opposing that motion. So the next point, first we have learned about friction is always opposite the applied force. Yes, that is friction force is force that is opposite the motion. And next point is friction is always parallel to the contact surface. Friction is always parallel to the contact surface. How you can say this? Friction is always parallel to the contact surface. That's, we'll say one more example. Same example we will go. Okay, that you are taking a ball and you are giving some motion. Okay, you are applying some force and the ball is moving. So after moving, after some traveling, after moving till some few minutes or seconds, you can say, the ball is going to stop, isn't it? Why? We have learned because of the friction force. It is going to stop because of the friction force. Yes, we have learned till here. Then the ball which is moving, we are going to say that it is on the table. Okay, we are saying that it is on the table. So now when this ball is moving, so you can say that the ball is moving parallel to the contact surface. That is, now the table is the contact surface here, isn't it? The table is your contact surface. So we can say that the ball is moving parallel to the contact surface, isn't it? So we can say that the friction force is parallel to the contact surface. I hope till here it is clear, isn't it? Is it clear, children? Yes, it's clear, isn't it? So it's easy to run on the slippery surface, but it is very hard to run on the soft and clear surface. Why? Because of the less friction, isn't it? So rough surface we can easily move. That means higher the friction, that is more the friction, more the smoother the movement, more smoother the movement. So there is a good movement there, isn't it? So less the friction, you can say that there is the less smoother movement. You can slip easily. Example, we can say that machinery is also, whatever the motors which are running are all because of the friction. If there is no friction between the motors, then you can say that there is no proper running or proper working of the machines. Okay children, I hope this till here you all have understood. We have learned what is friction here. In next class we are going to learn the next topics that I have said to be covered, factors affecting and so on. So till then, if you did not understand, please go back, please revise twice or thrice the video and try to understand it. Till then, take care, bye.